Hi, this is Rena. I enhance women on the outside to ignite the inside and help them achieve their dreams and goals. What kind of personal support do we have? We need to actually work on it getting a support system. I know it's fun to have all these virtual friends and have this amazing digital culture, but sometimes we need real people. We need real people that can support us when we need support. The first thing I would ask you is, do you have 5 people that you can call when you are in a crisis or feeling sad or need a pick-me-up? When you need to vent, if you've had a fight with someone that you can just call and tell them what is going on in your life. We want 5 people that fit that bill. Could they be friends? Yes. Could they be coaches? Yes. Could they be family members? Yes. My sisters are 2 of my biggest supporters. Have those 5 people that we can call that we know the issue is not going to go into the gossip column, that they will support us and love us, help us through the issue without any judgment, without any criticism, that we can just call and get support. I have a friend that I can call and I just said, "Oh, Laura, I need to vent." And that's all I have to say to her is, "I need to vent." And she's like, okay, I have a few minutes, go ahead. I'll just say a bunch of things that are on my mind, not nice, not mean. I don't mean them, but just to be able to verbalize and get something off of my chest is a huge benefit. What qualities should these 5 people have? Well, first of all, like we said, no judgment. They are not going to criticize or judge us on how we feel. We can have that moment where we're just angry and not mean a ton of things that we're saying and just feel the hurt, feel the anger, let it all out without a bunch of feedback on this is not socially correct. God doesn't like when people speak and use those words. We just are able to express ourselves without all that extra feedback. The next thing is we want people that are good listeners. They hear us. They can repeat back what we said. They're paying attention. They're not doing something else while speaking to us. We want people that actually listen to us, hear us. At the end of this support session, we actually feel heard. We actually feel like we are valuable and someone wanted to listen to us. We can then, of course, reciprocate when they're having a rough day, but we want to have those 5 friends or coaches or family members that will support us when we are having a crisis. The next thing is we want them to be empathetic. Not, this was stupid, why'd you do that? How many times have you done that before? Don't do that again. We want someone that's actually empathetic, that's like, oh, I can see how you feel. Yes, I understand you were so frustrated that you did something like that. They are going to walk in our shoes with us and hold our hands and let us feel our emotions without having to justify why we feel that way or try to figure out what standards we're violating socially, morally, politically. We can just say what we want to feel. It's going to go away and they are not going to spread it throughout the community. We want people that are open-minded and, they understand that my beliefs may not be your beliefs. If I have an upset on my beliefs, it doesn't mean that same thing would upset them. We want people that are like, okay, I can understand that with your culture or with your family structure or with your current situation or with the boss you have, why that would be upsetting to you. Wouldn't necessarily upset me. There are a lot of things that do not upset me that other people take personally. Doesn't matter. If we take it personally or it's an upset for us or it reminds us of a past upset, then they are kind and open-minded and accept that and support us through it, not add to the pain and frustration. And finally, we want people that can actually provide support, like say, yes, I can see why you were angry with that. They can see our perspective, right? Support us that way, where they actually confirm what we're feeling, not deny it or try to repress it or try to control it because others may be embarrassed by what we did or what we said. For example, as children, we're often taught, if I had bad grades, right, my parents wouldn't be happy and they wouldn't want to brag to their friends about my bad grades, or if you got in trouble at school. That's not a support system that we're looking for. We're looking for someone that's saying, yeah, you blew a test. I can see how that happens. Or, oh, I know that pitch meeting was so important to you. It didn't go your way. And I can totally understand why you are crying right now. Whatever it is, they actually support us through it. Who are these 5 people in your life and where can you find them? Sometimes people say, Rena, I don't have these 5 people. Life is a social game, and we can hide behind the virtual and we can hide behind the videos and the social media, but at some point we need to get out and live life. If you're not at a place where you're super comfortable talking to people or going out in groups, then I would say, hey, that's a skill we all want to develop because it serves us all. Not only that, we model it for our families and our children. I was often told when my children were in school that my children were so confident. And part of the reason they were confident was they had a mom that was confident, and they saw me go into social situations and they saw me deal in business with people because I worked from home, and see how I handled disappointments and how I handled success and how I handled a crisis and how I got support. We want to model this kind of social interaction for everybody. I will tell you right now, as an adult outside of school, high school, college, I made friends, and those friends I still have because I feel like when you're in school, you make these friends easily and we keep them easily. But outside of school, it's actually work to make friends. I do have a few friends from my first few jobs that I'm still in touch with. I have a lot of business friends, but make those friends that know your kids' names, that know your parents' names, that know where you grew up, that know your favorite color, that know your favorite song, that like listening to the same groups. It's going to take some effort, A, to have the confidence to do it, and B, it takes effort to get to know people and to see if we click with them or not. But either way, it's worth it. And we want to have that support system because life is going to be a lot more fun when we have a good support system of neighbors and friends and relatives that let us be us and still accept us for all our quirks and funny things. If you like this video, definitely click like, and I have a free self-love journal, so click below and get that as well.